I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my click. I need a 30 for 30. America, we just lost another icon. One of the greatest baseball players of all time. Some would say the greatest baseball player of all time. I got a real deal Atlanta Braves fan here with my brother.
I'm here. I know I got an LA Dodgers cap on. My mother-in-law gave me this chain.
Right.
I'm just wearing it to cover my head. My head is nappy.
But America, if you don't know who I'm talking about the legendary Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron, home run king for many years.
Yep.
Some purists would say he still is. Those that don't want to acknowledge the steroid era will say he still is.
Cold, man.
Just was a bad motherfucker, man.
Cold.
I think he still got the RBI record, right? I think he got the RBI record. I'm pretty sure about that.
I believe he does.
Before I pass the UT, I just want to say this. It's more than the numbers for me, what this man did.
Right, of course.
The fact that he was sitting up here having to be that focused while facing death threats. I ain't gonna bullshit around the hell. The man Defoe was threatening to kill this man. Because he was finna break Babe Ruth's record.
Right.
That shows you what motherfuckers in this country, black men and black women in this country, have had to go through. Yep. But Hank Aaron got his job done any goddamn way.
Yeah.
But it's just that story in itself, man, to show you how fucked up things have been. He was chasing the record of a guy who got all his home runs, Babe Ruth that is, in a segregated league. So Babe got all that praise and shit. Never had to go out there and hit against everyone. So it wasn't the best league because all the best talent wasn't in it. Not saying Babe was bad. Babe hit 714 home runs. He had more home runs than teams sometimes. He a bad motherfucker, obviously. But at the same time, he benefited from segregation. This man, a shining example, Hank Aaron, of what can happen if you give folks an equal playing field.
Yep.
Hell, it wasn't even an equal playing field, because if you come out here having to do your job with death threats, that makes your job harder.
Yep.
And the man got it done. Now, one of y'all say, what? That was a shocking number y'all gave. Wait, 25-time All-Star?
That was Ray. I believe that was Ray. But yeah, he's 25-time All-Star. He made more All-Star games than he played seasons. Because they played All-Star games like twice in a year and stuff like that. So he was making it like mid-season and postseason or whatever, He was an All-Star like twice a year. He had more All-Star appearances than he did actual seasons he played.
Kind of weird shit baseball.
That's one of the stats that, one of his most impressive stats and feats. They said, what was the other one? He would have still had $3,000 in hits if he took all the home runs away. He still would have had 3,000 hits despite the home runs.
And for those of y'all that don't know that, 3,000 one of the magical numbers. All the magical numbers are 3,000 hits, get you 500 home runs,
500.
and then you that boy. If you hitting batting 300, you one of them boys.
Yeah. I would say batting 3. You say batting 300, but what was the other one? I just had it in my head. But like one of them seasons where you walk more than you strike out.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing because people talk about your eye at the plate and stuff like that, and just those kind of things. He just, and he did that. He did that all his career. He did that.
Well, we say all that. He had them magical numbers. He was a 305 hitter.
Yep.
I said 500 home runs is the magical number. The motherfucker had 755.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that now. He had 255 more home runs than the magical number.
Hold on, let me back you up.
Okay.
He had 755 without ever hitting more than 50 in a season. So
That's
he was
true.
he was just consistently
Longevity
longevity.
and he still put up 40 in that 40 in the non-juice ball era and non-juiced body era. 40 home runs, that's tough.
They said he led the league in home runs over a 5-year stretch during his 35 to 39-year-old seasons. So them years in which you supposed to be falling off, you ain't supposed to hit but like 20, maybe.
When
The
you
Ken
look at
Griffey
his
years. The Cincinnati Ken Griffey years.
I'm looking at him right now because when I look at him and his stature, he never looked big to me.
No.
And I see that they got him listed at 6 feet a $180.
Wow.
So what kind of torque that boy was getting? Because he's not a big guy.
You getting it, man.
6 feet 180. Me and my daughter were just looking at some old pictures of me earlier when I'm 6 feet tall, but at that time I probably was a $180. My daughter called me a string bean.
God.
My daughter said, Daddy, where's the muscle? Where's the muscle? That's what she said to me. Yeah, I'm like 220 now, but she's like, Dad, you a string bean. Where's the muscle? That's how she would view Hank Aaron, hammering Hank Aaron.
Hammering Hank. The man was an Iron Man. He played
Bad
145
motherfucker,
games
man.
or more. He played 145 or more in 16 seasons. The man only had one MVP award. Now, I ain't going to ask you the question why. I ain't going to ask you why.
That's egregious now.
I ain't going to ask you why.
I honor him. I love what he did. I revere. He's somebody I respected for a long time.
Yeah.
Like my respect level for him went up dramatically when my mama had me watch some like made TV movie about him or something, I think. And just seeing what that motherfucker had to go through. But this pisses me off that we just had Dr. King Day, Vince.
Right.
It's like America want to prop up only the guys like Dr. King and Hank who deal with America's bullshit graciously.
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? That
right.
Dr. King could have gotten mad. He had every right to get mad.
Right.
Hank definitely had every right to get mad. And I think Hank did. Like I'm watching some of these short clips from some documentaries. And they're saying Hank did not respond but they saying internally.
Oh, he was pissed.
Hank did turn off for a lot of these folks.
Yeah.
And he had every right to. That's another reason why I love Muhammad Ali so much. He responded forcefully and angrily to these motherfuckers. It's weird though that once he died, they still fuck with him. But T, do you think if he hadn't had Parkinson's and would have been able to talk his shit all the way down through it, would they have honored Ali in the same way when he passed?
I think so.
Think so?
I think so. I think because and this is a little bit of a stretch, but I think they would have, because I think there will be more people out there who would have progressed, not a lot, but a few more, in terms of his mindset and his mentality and his approach to people, how things should be, racism, etc. I mean, just all the things they say. I mean, he said a lot of profound things that you've seen in interviews, just in like small talk settings, where he's just being just candid and honest and open. And I just think, and to me, when boxing is at this point in its, I would say in its heyday, I would say boxing is still a revered sport at this point in time. He's like, when you were the heavyweight champ, you were something.
Yeah.
So I just think the culmination of that would have kept him where it's at. I know the Parkinson thing kind of brought that whole idea of, man, seeing a legend like this be in the state, and there's that whole, sympathy and just that whole care and feeling for him. But I think even still though, man, I mean, the things he said and the thoughts he had and the truth he spoke was profound.
Well, I'm glad that he responded like that, but I ain't taking nothing away from how Hank did it, because Hank still went out there. It's hard to hit a baseball in the first fucking place. Again, for those of y'all that's watching and you don't really follow baseball, To hit 300 mean you getting a hit 30% of the time.
That's right.
To do something 30% of the time and be considered great because you did it 30% of the time lets you know how fucking hard it is.
It
You
is
know what I'm
hard.
saying? So
They
it's
said the
hard
man,
enough already.
they said the man never struck out 100 times in a season, in 23 seasons.
And that's for a home run hitter. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. T, I said it to you privately. I'm saying it publicly. I'm rededicating myself to watching the game of baseball
Right.
in Hank Aaron's memory.
It's good stuff, man.
And we gonna cover it more once the season approaching. We're gonna cover more baseball in America. All right, because baseball for back then it saved a lot of black people.
Mhm.
It's baseball did.
Yep.
You were able to box and play baseball. And I think today, with all these concussion issues and the extreme amount of competition in basketball now with so few jobs, because out of all the games, if we're talking baseball, basketball, football, basketball got the fewest jobs, but now you got these motherfuckers scouting China, they scouting Europe like a motherfucker. They finna really, really, really start scouting Africa. It's a lot of young black men who gonna have these hoop dreams in the NFL dream. The hoop dreams, they got more competition. The NFL dreams, they might not need to put their bodies on the line like that.
Right.
Pick up that goddamn baseball bat.
Something, man.
Ain't no salary cap.
No, it ain't. The money
Ain't
still.
no salary cap. I know that boy Jadakiss said ain't no salary cap in the dope game. Ain't no salary cap in MLB either.
No, sir.
Go out there and steal. What they can do to you? How many bases they would have to steal to get that big money?
If they were 50, let's just say if they batted almost 300, let's say they batted 300 roughly, and they stole probably 50 to 60 bases a season, and just had average power. They had to be stupid, just average power. Great contact, but average power.
25 homers.
20 to 25, I would say. The bag is gonna get delivered in a Louis Vuitton bag, probably. Louis Vuitton. I'm gonna say Louis Vuitton.
It's some money out here. It's some money out here for our young kids. It's a baseball facility that's been built right down the street from me.
Yep.
And it'd be flooded. Little white kids out there getting right. You know what I'm saying?
I got a kid I went to school with, man. He's traveled around. I don't know his whole story, but I know he's been trying to like go further into baseball in terms of, major sports, minor. I mean, he's played on the next level, and he's got a complex, or he works with young kids playing baseball. And he's a coach, and he works with them, and he teaches them technique and et cetera, named Brad Elmore, and he's dope with it. He's been doing it for a minute now. That's his passion, man. I think all his brothers were really athletes, but I think he's one of the ones that still gets out there and works with these kids, and he's trying to bring up these young kids in to the baseball culture and stuff. So, and he does good work.
Well, we gonna do it then, T. I'm gonna start back watching. I used to be on it as a child. I'm gonna start back watching.
Okay, so here's the question I need to ask America.
Okay.
America wants to know.
Okay.
Are you walking into the season a Cubs fan? Or are you going to the other side of the city? Where you going?
All right. Now I left them Cubs. The Cubs ownership. If y'all fuck with me for real, America, y'all know I'm a very political person. I'm a very socially aware person. Okay. From what I found out about Cubs ownership, I can't rock with Cubs no more. All right. So I'm definitely either going to the south side,
okay,
of Chicago.
There's always home for you in Atlanta now.
Or I might fuck with that A-Town. I don't know. I'm a free agent for right now, but I am gonna watch. We're gonna start covering in honor of the legendary Hank Aaron, and also in honor of my partner who passed away last year, Gerald Payton. I was American. I don't talk about this often. I was a assistant baseball coach for one season. I don't talk about it often because we fucking suck, but we sucked because at the school I was coaching at, we were basketball school, football school, track school, a black school. Okay,
Right.
wasn't focused on no baseball. Wasn't no culture for it. The kids didn't want to practice. Had to go hawk them down to practice. Played a team that halfway know baseball. We get our ass drugged. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? By batters made contact, we were happy. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of situation. But uh my dog GP passed last year, and he had played collegiate baseball, and he loved the game. So yeah, in honor of Hank Aaron and GP, I'm gonna rededicate myself to the game of baseball. We're gonna get back right, and hopefully we can inspire at
And
least one of our viewers, one of the little black boy,
bring some heat to it.
make it to the major league and get that bag.
Baseball was really in truth. I mean, just to say this a little bit, baseball in truth was in a really good spot last year, man. I mean, you had the Dodgers, you had the Braves. Tampa Bay was one of them teams that didn't spend a lot of money, but they had some boys that could compete with the big money Dodgers. And we all know the Dodgers have magic in their front office, and they got the bags, and they spent the money and got all the guys, and people like that story. People like the rich versus the middle class, you won't say. And people like that story. People would like to see the rich win. People would like to see the middle class succeed with those caliber players. And so, it just there is a hierarchy. There's a classism, truthfully, in baseball.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, it's
Oh
classism.
no doubt, no doubt. With
You know
that,
what I'm
with
saying?
no salary cap, and you just spend,
Yankees, Red Sox, and those guys, and then and the Dodgers, and then you got the teams like the Toronto Blue Jays, who now are spending some money right now. They just signed Springer, great outfielder from the Astros, and they just signed Marcus Semien from my Oakland A's, signed him away. So the Blue Jays are trying to make that push that they made back when we were young and was against the Phillies, the Joe Carter years, all that. Blue Jays like, look, we finna get in our bag, we finna bring it back. We want Drake in our area. We want Drake.
More people know about that Joe Carter moment from Drake's back to back. He uses shit as the cover art.
Yeah.
But because the culture don't really fuck with baseball like that no more.
Nope.
I bet you a lot of folks had no idea. Like, we knew that from children, cause I used to watch back then. Of course, you still watch.
Yep.
We knew, like, damn, he went there with that cover. That was dope.
Like, yeah, that was dope.
That was dope. You know what I'm saying? Because that moment was a moment back then. And that was a black man who hit that homer. Like, we used to fuck with baseball. You know what I'm saying?
I remember it. I turned it on in that inning. In that very inning.
Okay.
And I sat there and watched Williams. Wild man, what was his name? Golly. Mitch Williams was his name. He was the pitcher. I believe he was the pitcher that threw that shot, that threw that pitch. And Mitch Williams threw that pitch. And I saw that thing come up the end of that bat, and I said, it's over. I think it was on CBS Sports. It's over.
Why you look like that?
Man, look, when that man hit that ball, I said, it's over. I'm on one of them TVs now with the dial and the dials. I got my TV tuned in. I'm right.
Right.
And when he hit that ball, I went, it's over. You knew it when it hit the bat. When you heard that crack, it was over.
Good shit. Well, we gonna get back on in America.
Got to.
Long live forever, home run king, Hank Aaron.
No doubt.
Go.
Subscribe to our daddy's YouTube channel. He's the best. Hit the like button, turn on the notifications.